Hi, welcome to Twilla Talk TV, and we're live at the Atlanta Bread Company, and we have such an exciting guest today. It's Miss B from B Richards and Fashion Studio. Come on, Miss B.
Hello.
It's so good to see you.
Glad to be
that
here.
big enough for you?
Yes, Miss B. Yes, and it's Miss B's Dance and Fashion.
Dance and Fashions.
Yes,
okay, I've got the card right here. Miss B's Dance and Fashion. Okay, now we've got all that out the way. We're going to have some fun.
I'm so glad to
you know,
be
this
here.
segment
Thank you
is
so much.
strictly about staying young. Dancing keeps you young. Now, tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you get into dance?
Okay, well, I've been dancing since I was about 4 years old. I have been classically trained. I did the Nutcracker, and I've done the Leopard's Tail with Ballet Dance Company in Atlanta, Georgia. I've also danced with Mahogany Dance Theater at Florida A&M University, where I graduated from college. And I also was a model with Epicurean Fashion Experience. And so, combining all of that, all of the things that I love, the dance, the modeling, the fashion, the style, the beautiful people that you know, come in contact with.
The beautiful people.
The beautiful people, of course, because, you know, dancing and modeling, it keeps you, you know, slim and trim, keep your legs right, it keeps your arms together. And so, you know, I just tried to combine all of the things that I love and try to make it, you know, something
Make it work
bigger.
for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know.
Now tell me, dance really can be from childhood to, because I've seen some older dances like Judith, is it Judith Jameson?
Yes,
is she still dancing every now and then? Now,
every now and then. She does more choreography than dancing on the stage, you know.
It doesn't look like it, but I too was a ballerina for 12 years with the Oak Ridge Civic Ballet Association. So shouts out to Oak Ridge Civic Ballet Association, thumbs up. It was really a good learning experience, and it teaches you so much more than dance. I mean, it helped with posture,
self-esteem, poise, a lot of different things that people don't really associate with dance because they just think of the physical aspect of it. But when it comes down to people's emotion, it's such an emotional expression of yourself. People tell me all the time that I turn into a whole different person when I get on the stage, just like Beyonce has her Sasha, you know, when she gets on the stage. You know, I turn into somebody else too, and sometimes when the music is just right and I'm feeling it, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. It's just me in the zone, you know, and a lot of that comes from not just the training, but the love and the passion that I have for it.
Now, let's talk a little bit more about keeping you young. Now, when everybody says before you dance or before you exercise of any sort, you should stretch first. Is that where the lubrication of the bones come in when you're stretching?
That's when you start with the warm up. That's when your muscles start to kind of just wake up a little bit, and you know your muscles and your bones and stuff, they're just kind of, you know, starting to get back a little bit mobile before you get into the hardcore hip hop and the hardcore ballet and stuff like that. And then when you cool down at the end, it kind of winds everything down. It brings your heart rate back down. It brings your, you know, your energy. Your brain's moving so much because you've been learning choreography and doing all of this, working out and all that kind of stuff. So the cool down is what, you know, brings everything back to fruition. And, you know, that's why you usually end out with it.
I'm thinking I'm 47. I would really like to continue to dance till, you know, until I leave this earth. So when you're older, say, I'd say 65, 70, are you just, you know, do you just have to stop and do the foxtrot, or can you? No, I mean, is it just totally up to you?
85-year-old women do Chinese splits.
Okay.
And I don't know who
like,
would
I
want their
can't do those
grandma.
now.
Right. I don't know who want their grandma
split.
doing it, but I've seen it.
Now the Chinese split is the
one
vertical, and that's the that's
flat on the floor.
That's a really painful one. Okay.
But I've seen, you know, older people do, you know, other than like the salsa and the swing, the ballroom is a lot more of what the older people like. But for people your age, they get into the line dance. The line dance. But I love people. I love do other swing. I love ballroom. I love a lot more. I love a lot more. I love. But for people, I love. Don't get into it. Don't get into it. But I, you know, people do, you know, other than the salsa, swing, ballroom, a lot more older people. But for people age, don't get into it. But people do other swing. But for people, don't get into don't get in.
Okay.
But I people do other sauce swing. Ballroom a lot more older people. But for people age, don't get into but people do other swing. Ballroom a lot more. But for people don't get into don't get in. But do other swing a lot more. And the good thing about the line dancing and stuff like that, you can add your own flavor to it. I know when I do the electric slide, I'm like, hey, walking out, kicking around. Yeah, you kind of, it's the same movement, but you get to put your own flavor into it. So I think I be cute when I'm at the wedding, so I do mine like this to the side.
Like they got me on camera.
Right.
Okay, now, what's the best age to get them formal trained? Because I started when I was 6. No, okay. I started when I was, I think, 5 or 6. Okay. In ballet.
Well, so, I think my personal belief is if you can walk, you can dance. In some way, form, or fashion. I've seen little kids, they're standing there and they hear music and they just kind of start bouncing just a little. And I like my studio starts at 3 years old because I teach them how to, how their left and their right, left foot, right foot. Teach them rhythm, teach them how to stomp and clap at the same time because, it's a learned behavior. It's not, some kids, you do have rhythm coming out of the womb. But for the most part, you do have to teach that coordination and stuff like that. So I believe if
you can walk, you can dance.
They can dance.
And you don't have to stop until they put you under.
Right. You don't have to stop because you can be 85
and still
hit it.
I saw somewhere where there were people in wheelchairs and they were enticing them to actually dance. They were just, they were moving the wheelchairs to the music, and then they had partners.
It's so much fun.
Right.
And that's what that's the beauty of it because it's a workout without actually having to work out. Even with the people in their wheelchairs, they have the water ballet for a lot of senior citizen homes.
Right.
As therapy and stuff like that.
Right.
So I think it's such a fun and exciting way of getting that same workout or that same rehabilitation as it would be, going to a rehab clinic. It gives you a little bit more, to get up in the morning and say, hey, I'd rather be doing this instead of going to some doctor trying to work me out.
Right. Now, I read somewhere also that you cheered.
Yes.
You cheered for, and you said that you, did you cheer in
I cheered in Tallahassee for the Tallahassee Titans arena football team. Okay. And I also, I cheered in Columbus, Georgia for the Columbus Lions arena football team. Okay. And I also made it all the way to the finals for the Tampa Bay Bucks football team, but I had to graduate from college the same weekend.
That was more important.
Yes, because if I didn't graduate, I wouldn't be dancing nowhere.
Right. So now, is there a big difference between professional dancing and actually cheering?
I think it's a little bit of both. You have to know a little bit of dance in order to be a cheerleader, and you need to know a little bit of cheerleading to be able to dance. Because with cheerleading being so stiff and so formal, you have to know how to hit those moves. And then coming from the dance aspect of it, it helped me because I've been able to do toe touches since I was 5 years old, and that came from dance, And then even like in high school, I ran track. I did the hurdles. And because of me doing ballet and having to do jetés and leaps across the floor, I was the bomb on the hurdles.
To do the hurdles.
Yeah,
like, okay, I can jump over those.
And my track coach used to fuss at me because I'd be going over the hurdles like this.
You don't have to do the swan lake over the hurdle.
Exactly.
It's like, takes away time.
Yeah. So, it has helped me in other aspects of my life, including the modeling. Because with the modeling, I was part of the team that did the choreography for our fashion shows. Okay. So when it comes down to giving that walk down the runway, you want to sway a little bit and give a little bit of dance.
Okay, swag.
You see the girls in the Victoria's Secret fashion show. They walk down, they give a little hip, a little sway. Okay. And you can definitely tell the girls who have had some type of dance training versus the ones who haven't. You really can.
Like, I think...
And I pay attention to stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just critical like that.
You would. I remember when I was younger, here I am going to tell my age again. When I was younger, they talked about Lynn Swann taking ballet lessons as a football player. Yes. Now it's common to do, but back then they were like,
What?
He's taking ballet lessons. Get out of here. For what reason? So do you find that the athletes are more enticed now to take, because they looking pretty good going across those.
Right, and actually in college, when I was taking dance class as one of my electives, I had probably about 4 or 5 of the football players in my class. Not only because, you know, they wanted to know how to, you know, do the runs and the catches and all of that stuff that they do in football. They used to like to see us in our little tights.
That's the best class to take, guys.
So we'll be doing our little things when we bend over and they like, hey.
Okay. So you have to tell them to do a plie.
Right. But in actuality, they were doing better than some of the girls were.
Oh, yes. Probably because they stretch a lot before.
Yes.
I've seen some of the stretches that they have to do, and I'm thinking, okay,
right,
that could hurt.
Yeah. So it is kind of becoming more. I don't want to say the norm, but it is. I've seen football coaches who have suggested that the guys take a dance class.
Okay. Give them some grace and poise as they go across the touchdown. It's like, and they can do something other than
Deion Sanders.
The funky chicken. Right. We doing the funky chicken. Well, I tell you what, I just want you to show us just what I always wanted to learn how to do. What is the easy one? It's so easy, but it just seems so. Is it the cha-cha?
Yeah.
Isn't that a ballroom? Is the cha-cha considered a ballroom dance? Or is it just, not the cha-cha slide,
right,
but the cha-cha?
Yes, it's more so ballroom. You can throw it in with a little hip-hop, a little jazz.
But just the basic cha-cha, is it a basic?
Let me show you how to get this party started.
Let's get this party started right.
Okay, so basically you take your right foot.
Okay.
And when I do it, I do a little dip with it.
Okay, please don't. You know, I'm old.
Okay, well, you gotta give me something, Miss Twilla. Okay.
We don't have any music, so we'll just have to. We'll have the music in our head.
So when I do it, I step right, and I dig my hip down.
Down. Okay.
One, two, three. Left, right. 1, 2, 3. Left.
Left, right. Oh, I'm hurting already.
Left.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Left, right. Okay. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, I think I got that.
And then we want to put a little swag on it.
Da, da. Okay, that's it. Now, how do I move? I'm stuck in one place. I'll be digging a hole in the floor.
Well, don't dig a hole in the floor. You have to pay the Atlanta brand company to fix that floor.
Okay.
So if you want to move with it, give me your hands, darling.
Okay. We're going to turn this way.
Like you love me.
Okay, like I love you.
Okay, so we're going to do.
Is it supposed to be in the small of your back?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Or it can be on your shoulder.
Or on
just
the shoulder.
kind of depends on which one.
Okay.
You want to be the man or you want to be the lady?
Small of your back.
Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2. Yep.
Okay. Crossover.
So, yes. Step.
1. Oh.
Crossover.
Crossover.
Yes. Step.
Crossover.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I missed the whole thing. Okay, let's go back this way.
Okay. So you go.
1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, okay. It's a okay. One more time. One more time.
Ready?
Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
See, we moved across the floor.
Oh, wow. I'm moving. I'm moving. So if you're doing it just, because some people, okay, that was a partnership. And then if you're doing it just by yourself, say I'm in the house and some music comes on. I was like, I just feel like I can do a cha-cha to that.
You can just.
Step, 1, 2, 3. Step. Okay, now you're just getting fancy with it.
And that's the beauty of dance. You can make it to whatever you want.
You just would not believe I was a ballerina. I feel like I have two left feet. It's like, I was thinking it's step, back. 1, 2, 3. Step.
I'm turning around.
Oh, you're turning around. Yes. Back. 1, 2, 3.
So the tempo is
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Slow, quick.
Okay.
Right, so when you do it, go.
Step, 1, 2, 3. Do I have to stay with the crossover? Because I'm just.
And that's why I say that's the beauty of it.
Okay, I'm tired already. That was a good aerobic. Goody. Miss B, you guys, Miss B, thank you so much for coming. It's always good to have you.
Of course.
We'll be right back. Once again, we're at the Atlanta Bread Company live, and this is Miss B.